hold up, hold up, hold up. Oh, honey, you want to do something? Oh Jesus, I'm getting old. I could have done that easily one time, but of course, you know, we grew up now. Can't do anything there again. I mean, I'm lying. I still can do it. I still got it. In the next video, I'm gonna bust it down and show you what I go on. However, though, before we actually jump into this review, I want you to help me with something real quick. Very important. Now, the thing is, I know the A-classers, we have built the channel on build cars, we have built the channel on project builds, we have built the channel showing, you know, those kind of lifestyle, right? And now we're kind of transitioning into more luxury cars, you know, premium cars like the brand I sell now, which is BMW. Now, I want to help you guys decide better on which vehicle suits your style, which vehicle fits you better. So that's why I'm out here doing these reviews right now, just to show you the cars that we have. A lot of Jamaicans don't know what the X4 is all about. A lot of Jamaicans don't know what the X3 is all about. The MC, they don't know what these cars are about, and I'm happy that my channel is actually bringing that to you guys. So I need your help to push it out there now, so we can get on board with the person that's interested in these kind of content. You understand? It doesn't make sense you're doing great content and you're only getting 600 reviews on the video. That makes no sense to me. It's quality video, it's quality content, and I need your help to push it out there more. Alright? That's a favor from me, guys, please. Alright, so how about we jump into it now? I'm going to something now. I'm going to something now. I'm going to something. Watch out. Oh gosh. Oh Lord Jesus. Yeah, let's just get into the video. Oh gosh. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. It's okay.
Yeah, no problem.
So, Lord,
yep.
Quick question, bro. What do you think about the 2022 model comparing to the 2021 model?
All right, so 2022, of course, as you know, is a facelift, right? And BMW did a sick design on the front, right? So it's very aggressive. As you can see, it definitely has the meanest look of all the X4 M40i's, right? And just to touch on a couple points, so some of the things that they actually changed up, I think the most notable thing is actually this grille. So now you have the double slatted Kinder grille, which was once exclusive to the M cars. So this is now come on the M performance cars. Just gives it that added look of aggression. And a very subtle touch that I like that they did is actually adding the M badge right here. So anybody sees this pulling up in the rear view definitely knows that they need to jump out of the way for sure. You know what I mean? When you see big juice coming, you need to step out of the roof.
Big juice. So I'm happy you actually mentioned that, you know. Big juice. Talking about big juice, my brother. With the M40i, right? What's the horsepower and what type of engine?
So
right here?
this is 382 horsepower allegedly, because BMW has a funny way of understating the power. We suspect it to be quite a bit more. But on paper, 382 horsepower, 500 newton meters of torque. 0-60 is done in 4.4 seconds. Complemented by the X-Drive all-wheel drive system, and this actually has launch control as well, so trust me, it really is the perfect balance between an everyday sports car plus a daily driver.
Oh, all right, cool, I like that. So I like the fact that you mentioned launch control and that performance, right? If I'm a client and I'm looking for something when it comes on to safety, because this car is so aggressive, how could you like sell me on safety when it comes down to the car?
I mean, mind you, you're only going to go as fast as your right foot goes, right? So even though it has all its performance, it still does have quite a bit of safety features in terms of you have the reinforcements going all around. If you actually look in here, you can see some chassis bracing, which actually aids both the handling and actually provides some structural rigidity in the event of an impact. Super hard metal going right around as well, right?
Nice.
So you can walk with me. Plus, you have other safety systems such as the backup cam, full 360 sensors, reversing assistant, parking assistant. So the vehicle actually does look out for you. Plus, airbags right around front and rear passengers, full curtains going all the way back.
Yeah, all right, nice. Actually, I like that. Not only that though, but the color for this car. This is the, which white is this exactly?
So this is Alpine white, right? Which is probably BMW's most signature white. You can actually find this white going all the way back to the E30, right? Just to show you how far back it goes. And for some reason, I don't know why, but BMW's always just look good in white. You know what I mean? So it definitely gives it that touch of elegance.
What if I'm a client that does not like the white? What other color option do we have here?
Well, if you want to take like a serial color, we have maybe about 10 different colors to choose from, 10 to 12. If you want to actually go a little bit deeper, you can actually go into the BMW individual option, right? And that will open up a catalog of roughly about 50 to 60 colors, right? So you can actually customize this it's much further than most person would think. So you can actually have a bespoke exterior color. You can have an interior color, it's an interior setup that is bespoke to you, and chances are you'll never find another one like that.
Nice, I actually like that. So notice the wheels, right? So these are 20s, right?
20 inch.
So does the M40i naturally come to the 20s, or that's optional?
Yeah, so 20s are standard for the M40i models. But we also do have other options. So this style actually comes in a jet black option as well. A 21-inch wheel is available as well for the M40i. Personally, I think the 20 is a nice balance between performance, because you can get a lot of road feel, but at the same time, it's not going to beat you up as much as the 21. You know, you still have an adequate sidewall. So just in case you're going on a less than ideal road, it's not going to beat you up too much. And that's the beauty of the M performance cars, whereas you get performance, but you don't compromise on comfort, right? Which makes it the perfect daily driver. Nice.
I actually like that. All right, nice. So I know BMW is known for the comfort access and the keyless entry, right? We've said it over and over again in our previous videos, but I want for you to explain it again when it comes down to the X4.
All right, so you have the key on it?
I do have the key on it, yes.
All right, so even though you have your smart key, right? You don't even need it to get into the car. So to lock it, you just simply touch this ribbed area right here. It will lock up quite easily. Once you have the key on your person, you just grab the door handle and they'll open up for you as well. And that extends not only from the front doors, but also to the rear doors, right? So you can actually do the same thing there. And if you look down on the floor, you can also see the welcome carpet lights, which illuminates just to welcome you into the cabin. And the comfort access expands to the trunk as well. So again, once you have the key on you, a simple kick release will actually get your trunk to open. And again, you are talking about the safety of the car, right?
Right.
So let's say that you had some kids, right? Closing your trunk.
What?
Yeah, man.
So you're saying it won't close?
It won't close, right?
So once it detects that something is there, it will automatically stop and open by itself.
There you go.
I like that.
Right?
I like that.
Here you can see that we have the privacy shade, so this can actually be pulled off in case you need some additional trunk space. So this actually lifts right out and comes in two halves. So this is the first section, and this section here actually just bolts right into there like that. And once you have those in place, you close your trunk. No one will actually be able to see exactly what's going on in there.
Nice. Yeah, I actually like that scenario. I actually like that. Now, big major thing that BMW did with the rear of this car compared to the 2021 model. I want you to explain that to the subscribers.
Sure. So the biggest change that you're going to notice on the 2022 BMW X4 M40i is that you'll have this lower bumper section here. So this was all revised, right? And though they may seem similar, the M40i also has a bespoke exhaust, which you can identify from this divot in the middle right there, right? This will also come with the performance exhaust as standard. So you're going to get the cracks, the burbles, the pops and bangs all from this exhaust system. Right? Typically, you'll actually get that after the braking period. So you hear a little hint of it before, but you're going to get the majority of it after the braking period.
Nice, nice. I like that. I like that. And I actually like this tail light, right? With the red at the bottom. You can see where the black LED is at the top. And that's, I guess, that would be the hazard light, right? Just in case of an indicator or maybe an emergency purposes. That's the one that comes on, right?
Yeah, so this is the one that actually has your turn signals, right? And your typical brake light, of course, is going to be here. And this is three-dimensional as well, so it's not just a flat brake light like most other brake lights. So it has a three-dimensional effect to it, and not only that, but you can also see the L shape coming through, which is a signature design element for BMW.
Very, very sleek when it comes on to the tail light. I think BMW really did good with this tail light, and not only this tail, but all the other tail lights. And the 2022 X3, the tail light is sick.
Yeah.
And the 2022 X4, it's even more sleek. You understand? The slim out, the trim is nicer. I love it. All right. So we're gonna head inside the interior right now. We're gonna speak on the rear of the car and of course the front cabin of the car. All right. So let's go to the interior. Alright guys, so Lord, if I'm a client that needs space and luxury at the same time, will the X4 40i actually suits my needs?
Absolutely. So luxury is one thing that BMW does very well, right? So as you step into this interior, you can actually see the Tacora red Vernasco leather interior, right? So this is not any faux leather, not any fake leather like some of these other companies do. This is real leather, right? And of course, it's dyed in this Tacora red color, which is absolutely beautiful. You can also see the contrast stitching going right across, which gives it an added touch of elegance as well. The aluminum rhombus interior trim, and you do have the metal style Harman Kardon speaker covers as well. Now, up here, although it's off, you actually have some ambient lighting strips, right? And this can actually set a particular mood, and you can actually go in and change the colors to really give it a nice feel, right? And I'm glad you also mentioned space. So even though this has the coupe design, right, with the sloping roofline, what you'll actually find is that BMW did make a few steps to ensure that you had space in the interior of the car. So at the back here, you do have the concave seat backs, right? And this just allows you to get the maximum knee room possible. Not only that, but if you feel above you, you can actually see where they made a cutout for your headspace, right?
Nice.
So unless you're like 6'6" for some reason, and you're carrying a whole bunch, you're carrying the whole NBA team back here, you're not going to have any issues with space at all.
Nice.
Right? If you pull down the center there, so you have your armrest as well as your cup holders, right? Very easy access.
Very classy.
And then in front of you there, you have 3-zone climate control, right? So you remember those days when you have to beg the driver to actually change the temperature for you? You can actually run all of that from behind here. Plus, you have USB Type-C high-speed ports at the back. So if you guys want to charge your devices, you can keep that fully charged.
Nice, nice. Actually, I like pretty decent, right? Now, let's go into the front cabin.
All right, so let's go. So, again, amazing cabin. I don't expect any less from BMW. Now, there's a lot of subtle touches that at first glance you might not even notice, but they really did a lot to make sure that this M40i did feel special. So, on the steering wheel, you realize that you do have the M colors stitched into the steering wheel itself, which just gives you an added feel. It makes your car feel a lot more special. Up here, you also have your M40i model designation in the gauge cluster itself, further reminding you that this is not a normal X4. And something that I actually like that they changed, which you're not going to see right now, you know how every time you're interacting with your car, you see like the car come on the screen itself? You'll actually see this model in your screen. So it's an Alpine White X4 M40i that will actually pop up in your display. So it's not a generic car that they use.
Nice.
So it's the little touches that they do to really make it feel special.
I like that. I like that. And just to add our tip of luxury, even additional, the tip of the iceberg. The panoramic sunroof, my brother. I want you to explain that to them when it comes down to our X4, right?
Yeah, man. So
Nice.
you still have, of course, your panoramic sunroof, right? Which means that your sunroof essentially stretches all the way into the back. And you don't even have to operate it from inside with just the push of a button on the key. You can actually get the sunroof to open up, right? And if I should keep holding, you'll actually see where the sunroof is actually going to open up, right? So if you want that drop top feel, you know, you and your girl heading out to the grill, easiest way to get that done.
Bro, we're graphing, bro. I like it. Pretty decent. Now, come on in, my brother. So, the thing I like about the X4 now is the fact that I actually like the console. You understand? So, with this specific console, right? Knowing the drive modes and so forth, this car actually produces 382 horsepower. Right? If I don't want all that horsepower, then how can I adjust? If I'm a person that really, yes, I know that the car has speed, but I really don't want the speed. So which mode is preferred to drive in?
So it actually starts in comfort by default, right? Which is a balance between sport and eco. If you're trying to save the most fuel possible, then you'll be in eco mode. But truth is that I don't think anybody buys an X4 M40i for eco mode. You're definitely going to want to be in sport, right? So as you actually go into the system itself, so once you change the gesture control, once you actually change the drive mode, you'll actually see where the cluster itself will actually change. And remember that I was telling you about the car before?
Right.
So Alpine white with the M Sport grills. So it actually changes depending on which car you're in.
Wow.
And of course you have your Sport, you have your Sport Plus, which just makes it gives it its most aggressive setting. But you can still go into individual, right? And essentially what individual does is, let me just pull this back up again, is that you can actually go in and fine tune it. So let's say that you wanted the chassis to feel as sporty as possible. You can actually do the steering in sport, but you can actually drop the engine down to maybe comfort, right? Or you can change the transmission to comfort. So that way you get a sportier feel, but you're not really on it in terms of the maximum performance. So you can really get a feel for how you want it.
Nice. And I just saw you did something that might have confused me a little bit. I realized you just move your hands across the screen and it operates. Like, how does that work?
Yeah, man. So watch this now, right? So if I should go into radio. Turn that off real quick.
What?
You can actually do that as well. So gesture control is equipped on this car.
Yeah, that's nice. So just in case I'm driving and I might be focused on the road and I might.
You don't even have to take it. If you hear something you like.
Yo, that is sick, brother. That is sick. I like that. No, I don't think there's anything else to add. I realize that this car comes with the 6 airbags again for safety purposes. We have 2 here, we have 1 here, we have 1 in the steering, and we have 2 around the back.
Correct.
Right, so that's perfect safety for you and the family. Right, and again, you said it does come with the reinforced seat, so just in case of a head-on collision or a side collision, you will be fully safe in this car. Right, actually I like that. And for the interior color, if I'm not a big fan of red, can this actually be changed though?
Yeah, man. So if you want, we can actually do a complete order for you. So if you want, you can actually get it to the red, black, you can get it in cognac, you can get it in coffee. So we have quite a bit of color options, and again, if you wanted to, we can actually look into the BMW individual options, which gives you added customization, right? More dynamic customization for your X4.
Alright, Lord. So last question, right? And it's the most important question. If I'm a person that wants to own this car, and I don't, because when I think about BMW and the brand BMW, I think about money, a lot of money. And that's not, how can I actually afford this if I'm not a person that's earning a certain amount of figures? Like what is the price range on this per month?
I said, well, that's the thing that would actually catch a lot of persons off guard. So with this X4 M40i, your monthly payments are going to be in the region of about $230,000 a month. And that's inclusive of 5 years free service and 5 years warranty, right? Which I think will catch a lot of persons off guard, because they think of BMW, they're thinking of all the maintenance costs, the fact that they're going to have to, cut off an arm and a leg just to have the car serviced. But the truth is that servicing with us, you literally just drop your car off and you tell your service house, bye-bye. right? You come back later, they have a bill that says 0. You get your bill, you walk out. That's it.
And that's for 5 years.
And that's for 5 years.
Wow, wow. Actually, I like that. So you see, guys, you can actually afford this car,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
See the bossy, just like that, just hand gestures, fully bossy. I like that. So if you're a person that's earning a certain amount of money, right, you can actually afford this car. You don't have to be earning millions of dollars. You understand me? I say you can actually earn this a maximum, like a minimum income of at least 500,000. You understand me? I say, or probably even say 400,000. You can actually afford this car. You understand? And again, the monthly payment is just 200 and something $1,000. So again, you can definitely get this luxury, get this safety, get all of what the X4 comes with. You can actually own it. You understand me? I say. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope we did it well enough where I act as a client and he also answer the questions just the way you would ask it and just the way you want him to answer it. So again, guys, like, share and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy this one. See you in the next video, but we out.